Okie dokie. Start the stream today. Guys, it's now pullover season. It's like 60 degrees right now, which I know some of you guys probably up north are like, that's summertime, not here. I'm just like, it's so cold outside. It's so cold. Comment below a neighborhood area builder address for me to review. Alright, so actually last week, hold on one sec. Comment below a neighborhood area builder address for me to review. Let's pin this to the top. Or can I pin this? Pin to the top. Alright, so last week I actually had a couple people. So I'll start the video off saying, like, if you're joining live streams later on after I've already, like, you know, you weren't able to join today, leave a comment down below. This was actually pretty good last week. A couple people left comments, so I already know like what to talk about and get going before someone else joins in and leaves a comment. So the first thing we'll be talking about is someone had left a comment last Sunday saying, "Hi Daniel, thank you for the videos. These are immensely helpful. Could you do a video on choosing single story versus two-story floor plan? Also, a lot of inventory homes are built in not so great locations. For example, I see inventory homes next to power lines or at T-junctions. How do we determine if the power line could become a transmission line in the future, especially in places like Salina?" Asking as an out-of-state buyer who doesn't necessarily understand what to look for in a new home with respect to resale value in the future. So, just going off that question, I mean, there was a couple questions in there. So, single story versus two-story plan. The first thing to think about with that is your footprint. So, like the one-story floor plans, right? You might have a 50-foot lot. It might have 120 depth on it. With a single-story floor plan, you're gonna eat more into that footprint because you know the home's gonna be more like think about like kind of smushing like a pancake or something. Like it kind of spreads out across your plot of land rather than a two-story home, or it kind of gets built more up. So I find that the two-story plans give you a little bit more of a backyard rather than the one. I mean, this always depends on the floor plans, right? Like you have some one-story floor plans that might actually not go further back than some of the two-story plans. It just comes down to what the builder is doing within that neighborhood and kind of what that looks like. But I think that's like the first thing to think about and how important backyard space is to you. I would say that probably like when a buyer goes in and they're looking at a house, first things like the kitchen, then it might be like the primary bedroom closet, maybe the secondary suite or some of the media rooms or office spaces depending on where they're located. And then I would say the next important thing is like the backyard space, because majority of families have some type of dog, I feel like, or at least the families I've been working with have at least one dog with it. And I think they're always, or not I think, but they always tell me, they're like, oh, this backyard is too small or whatever. And usually it's on the one-story floor plans where it eats more into the backyard. So that's one thing to think about. The second thing to think about is I think two-story floor plans are better investment wise, but it also depends on the square footage. Like if you do a single story at 3,000 square feet, I think that's just as good as doing a two-story floor plan at 3,000 square feet because that's more than enough room. Two-story floor plans, I would say if you do a two-story floor plan, at least have one, like a secondary bedroom on the first floor, right? So you have your primary, you have your secondary bedroom on the first floor, and then maybe have the other two bedrooms upstairs. That way at least another bedroom. Now, some of these floor plans aren't big enough to where that second bedroom, maybe you decide to turn that into an office space instead. So it's kind of just either or. I think that's like really the main thing. Personally, I would pick a two-story floor plan over a one-story, just because more people try to go for two-story, but it always depends. Like you have plenty of buyers out here that don't want to buy a two-story home because they don't want to walk upstairs later on as they get older. So then the next question was, how do we determine if the power lines could become a transmission line in the future, especially in places like Salina? So this comes down to just like looking at the area. I mean, at the end of the day, you're taking, it's like the good and the bad thing about buying into these new construction areas. It's like, okay, great, I get to pick my own piece of land. I get to build my custom house. I get to, be in a neighborhood that's fresh and updated. But at the end of the day, you're also taking maybe just a little bit of a risk of like, let me fix this one up. Maybe taking just a little bit of a risk where you don't know exactly what's going to come in the backside. So like for right now, like good amount of places in Salina are underdeveloped. They're starting to put in more infrastructure over those power lines and things like that. So at the end of the day, you need to go check on the neighborhoods. You need to go walk it. You need to get a feel for everything. You don't know what this. I mean, at the end of the day, you have no idea what the city has planned in 5 years from now, and I have no way to know either. It just comes down to kind of looking at what the deal is and where power lines are running through. So I think that's kind of the deal with that one. This next question was, can you please review Perry homes at the parks at Wilson Creek? They want to see, so parks at Wilson Creek, the 4016 plan versus Trophy Signature Morrison plan, Cross Creek Meadows. Okay, so if we're just going off neighborhood, before we even, because you also put in, you didn't just, Linday, I think that's how you say the name, didn't just put in a floor plan model, but she actually asked also the difference between maybe those neighborhoods. So I'll just tell you right now, I would take parks at Wilson Creek day and night over Cross Creek Meadows. I believe you're going to be paying for a PID over in Cross Creek Meadows too, so why not pay for a PID over at parks at Wilson Creek when you actually are going to feel like that money's going towards something, rather than Cross Creek Meadows where it's a little bit smaller. I believe you get like one small little amenity center, not much else, unlike the parks at Wilson Creek where it's just a whole big mayhem of things going on over there. I think the fees are going to be a little bit higher in the parks at Wilson Creek, but I do think it's worth it. Okay, so she wants to look at the 4016 plan, so that'll be the first thing we look. So like I said, guys, leave a comment down below if you're coming to this video maybe later on in the afternoon or this next week and you're coming back to this and you have some questions. Please leave them down below and then I'll get to them on the next one. But those were the two comments that were left last Sunday over those, so I just wanted to get to these, and because it just gives me a good starting point over, like, you know, what to talk about. So she said parks at Wilson Creek, Perry, or he. Ooh, I don't know. I don't want to assume genders here. My bad. Okay, so parks at Wilson Creek and Perry. Now let's do the 4016 plan. Is this a 60? I don't know if it's a 60 foot. Let's check the 60 foot. Okay. This is the 416. Okay, this is the 4016. Perfect. Clicked on the right thing. Then you got Cross Creek Meadows, Morrison, Trophy Signature. So just right off the bat, I'd take a Perry home over a Trophy Signature any day of the week. Okay, let's see. See if they have a Morrison. I'm guessing it's on there. Okay, here we go. Alright, view details. So, let me actually pull up, is this working? Okay, let me pull up the map too. So that way you guys can kind of see where these neighborhoods are located. But if you've been watching my live streams for a bit of time now, you probably know. Okay. Cross Creek Meadows. Yeah, okay, so Cross Creek Meadows is going in on the left side, so they're about the same area, but like I said, this one over here, Parks at Wilson Creek, I just think it's going to be a way better community. They're both going to be off the Collin County Outer Loop, so you have, you know, Preston Road here, and then the Dallas North Tollway at some point over the next 5 years is going to be built through this way here, so you'd be able to connect. So I think these are relatively good locations. I mean, Mustang Lakes is a little bit further south, but you're not connected with this Collin County Outer Loop, so I feel like, you know, it might actually, these homes up here might actually be able, at some point, maybe not right now, but maybe at some point when all this kind of gets built out more, it might actually be quicker for you to be up north here to be able to get onto the Dallas North Tollway rather than being a little bit more south over by Mustang Lakes. But it's, I don't know what the time traffic is going to be in 5 years from now, what that's going to look like. So, okay. But that is what that looks like. I don't know why that changed. Why did that change? Interesting. Okay. I didn't know you could do that with Google Maps. Alright, anyway, so those are what the neighborhoods are kind of around. Now, she wanted to compare, or he, I'm doing it again, wanted to compare the floor plans with each other. So let's see here. Let's look at this floor plan first. So, okay, well, this 4016 plan, you got the dining room all the way at the, which I would turn this into a bedroom over there. I'm not the biggest, you gotta get rid of this formal dining area. You got the morning area over here for your thing. The dining room is going away, so I would change this into something else. I mean, you could keep it, but I think that you would need to change that into something else. I think it'd be more valuable to put that in as another bedroom or something and not really the dining room. Does this come with a media room? Okay, it does, so you wouldn't change that. Okay. So, let's see. 406. Yeah, this is the one I toured. Was the 4016 the one I toured over in? I think that's the model home that was over at the Greens Legacy, if I'm not mistaken. I can't quite remember, but I think that's what the one was over there. Because I feel like this layout was kind of the same. They have this circular entryway, like this foyer area. Curved staircase that goes into the hallway. I'm not the biggest fan of the curved staircases that go into the hallway. I have a video coming out of a Highland home that I'm closing on it in like 2 weeks from now. New construction over, and it's an 86-foot lot, really pretty home, but the one thing with it that gets me is the stairway, and on the video you guys will see it comes like into the hallway, so you have this very narrow gap to like move stuff in. This hallway looks a little bit bigger, so I don't know, just when the staircase starts coming in there, and you can't, some of these staircases come all the way into the hallway where it's like you can't even fit a couch through them, that I've noticed on some of the floor plans, but this looks like a pretty good standard size. Fireplace that's over in the corner, that's okay. I don't like corner fireplaces, I like them more in the center, but I think that's alright. Kitchen, pantry looks a good amount of space. You also have a butler's pantry, which is nice. 3-car garage, bedroom with its own bathroom, so that can be like more like a secondary right there. And I like how this one's flipped. I've walked through some of these Perry homes, and like you see how this bedroom too is flipped, where the bathroom is on, like, let's just say the north side is the primary bedroom and the south side is the 3-car garage. You see how the bathroom is on the south side by the 3-car garage? I like that better because I've seen some of these floor plans where the bath of the secondary bedroom will be on, like, let's say the north side up by these primary closets, and it will eat into the space of that primary bedroom closet, which is really annoying. So I like it better when that if there is like a bedroom like this and how this one's set up, I like it better because it's not eating into your closet space over there. Instead, it's eating more into the garage, which I think this is still plenty of room being a 3-car garage. So that's one thing I do like with this one. Sinks are off the exterior walls. I think that's good too. And I really like these, like on the primary bathroom with like the Perry homes. I really like the feel of them. Like when you walk in, it has like good symmetry within the room, where like the bathroom's in the center, you got the shower right behind it, and then you got 2 closet spaces for his and her, or his and his, or her and her, or something like that, you know. Primary bedroom, 13-foot ceilings. I think that's awesome. You got the beams in there. That'll look really nice. 19-foot ceilings within the family room, morning area, covered patio, then you have the option to extend it over. See, I kind of wish they would have extended this morning area a little bit further back into the, instead of giving me the covered patio right there, like why not extend this morning area a little bit more instead of having the covered patio? Extend that more, make it a bigger dining room area, then you have like a little nook of like the extended covered patio. Guys, I'm on like a full rant here. I haven't even had coffee today. The extended option right here, this covered patio, I'm like pointing it to it on the camera, but like my screen's right here, so I'm really animated right now. I would just have it like, I feel it would be better if the morning area was pushed a little bit more, and then you would have like a little nook in there to keep it private, because how this covered patio is with like these homes and how they're kind of like right next door to your neighbors, you're not gonna really have privacy. you know, like you're kind of going to be out in the open, so I think it would be better if you could actually extend this morning area a little bit further and then have like a sliding glass door where these windows are, or maybe have like the door that goes out and maybe just keeping it like tempered glass on that side of things. So I would say the covered patio, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think that the morning area should have got pushed a little bit back, and then you'd have like a little nook that would add some privacy because you had walls on both sides. Okay, upstairs, let's see what this looks like. Bedroom on the front side, okay. Looks like it shares all of that. You got the game room, media room. Media room's nice. Yeah, I think these are okay. Maybe one of these bathrooms, because it looks like all these bathrooms are kind of open. I think that's fine. There's nothing really to... this bathroom's up against the exterior wall, which is kind of whatever, but... and then it looks down into the family room. So I think that's going to give you a pretty good amount of light coming into that family room, which is nice because it's open to below. Alright, not a bad floor plan. There are some spots that I think could be better, but okay. Alright, now let's look at this one. Okay, so just off the bat, I like this entryway a little bit more. Just because it's a little bit wider. The staircase doesn't quite eat into it. Is this showing up good? Okay, I just want to make sure this was showing up good on the viewer. Okay, we got 2 people in right now. Guys, leave a comment. Any other things you want me to review and talk about? So covered patio is kind of the same. You do get that nook, family room, kitchen. I feel like is kitchen smaller? I feel like kitchen's gonna be about the same size. I think where you're gonna feel a difference is maybe the family room. I think this one, the 4016, is better for a family room style, in my opinion. Bedroom, walk-in closet. You got the utility. Dining room. See, it's got another maybe her, I don't know if he or she or whoever left this comment about this one. I don't know if they really are looking for the dining room, but both of these have the formal dining, which I'm just like, no one wants a formal dining room anymore. So if you can get rid of it, get rid of it. It looks like this primary suite is a little bit smaller. Let's see, this is 19 by 14, and this is 14 by 17. So you're gonna get more space within your primary bedroom. So I think that's better too. I'd rather have that. You're also probably gonna get higher ceilings within that too. I don't know if most of this is open to, oh, that was a zoom in. Let's see, that's open to below. Open to below on the entryway. Bedroom, bathroom. These are shared, game room, media room. So it has similar, okay, so I see why you're comparing both of these, or why they were comparing both of these, because they're kind of similar here and there on a couple touches. But I think since they're similar, I think at the end of the day, I would go, yeah, and then they have these sinks up against the exterior wall and the primary. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but a walk-in closet. I also like how the walk-in closet of this Perry home is split, you know. I would go with the Perry home. Also, better neighborhood, better builder, better layout. That's what I think. Okay, so we've got that answered. Now, no one, alright, we're 20 minutes in, no one else has left a comment. Please leave a comment, guys. We have 3 people watching right now. It's a little quiet today. Not much going on. Okay, I had someone else leave a comment. Let me see if I can find it. Someone else left a comment earlier, or here, just a few seconds ago actually. Let me look on my YouTube. Let me check. They were asking about First Texas Homes, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but alright, so someone just left a comment 27 minutes ago on one of my other videos and said, "Hi Daniel, I think you're doing a blah blah blah." They're just boosting me. I think you're doing a great job. I really appreciate the value you bring with it. I appreciate you for watching. As a realtor with sound knowledge of the housing market, I was just wondering. Okay, here we go. They were wondering, is a Hillcrest plan at Edgewood Creek by First Texas Homes, which I'm just like, First Texas Homes. They're just a glorified D.R. Horton, in my opinion. Is good or bad deal at $660K. Okay, let's figure it out. Let's see what we could buy. Let's first see what we could buy at $660K. Well, first of all, I need to see the size of this. Hold on. Let's look this up. Let's get back out here. Okay, here we go. Hillcrest, First Texas Homes, Edgewood Creek, Salina. Oh, look who's at the top of the list there. We know that guy. It's kind of funny when my videos pop up on the first thing. It's good to see. Got that SEO working, y'all. Okay, so let's find this. Was it a quick move-in? I wonder if he was looking at a quick move-in. Let's see. Inwood, Hillcrest, Harvard. Well, this Hillcrest is listed at $799,000, so maybe they were looking at a buildable option. Love watching your videos. What do you like more, Henry? Do you like the live streams more or the actual videos that I produce? Or all of it? You're just a fan of all of it. Okay, I'm high-key confused because he's asking me, someone left a comment about a Hillcrest at 660, and these Hillcrest plans are starting at 710. So I don't know. All right, perfect, Henry. Thank you so much for leaving that comment. Okay, we'll go back to the parks at Wilson Creek. Right now, Wilson Creek is the most homes I have under contract. That neighborhood. Oh. Cleaning people are here, they're vacuuming, so sorry for the background noise. And they haven't been here in a while. Okay. I don't know what he was. I don't see a Hillcrest plan that's at 660. So that gets me kind of confused because these other Hillcrest plans, even the quick move-in, like this Hillcrest plan is listed at $799, so I guess we can just go off that. Or maybe I had that wrong. Did I have it wrong? He said Hillcrest. I'm not making this up. Am I making this up? Hillcrest floor plan at Edgewood Creek, Salina, but first is a good or bad deal at $660K. I don't know where he was finding that. That doesn't seem to be the right number. But let's just say it was. Which I don't. Alright, let's just say it wasn't. Let's go off what a quick move-in is right now, and let's see if we can find a better deal. I mean, I'm not really the biggest fan of First Texas Homes, so you know, it is what it is. Where is it? Okay, what size? Okay, so the Hillcrest is 5-bed, 3.5 bath. 3,987 square feet. It's listed at a whopping $799K. Would I pay almost $1 million for a First Texas home? Probably not. But it goes to Prosper ISD, so probably not still. Okay, let's see this. I want to find what else is around the area. Well, I guess I got to kind of compare it with the Prosper ISD because guess my search doesn't really work like that. Let's do this. Salina. Alright, we'll do price. Let's do 700 to 900 property type house. More square footage. Let's just do 3,500 to 4,000. That's a good range in there. And then let's do new construction. Oops. Alright, so that's a first Texas home. That's a grand home. Okay, now here's the kicker. Would I take a grand home over a first Texas home? That's like comparing an orange with an orange. I don't know. I think at that point, I think it comes down to the location and the community. I think the grand homes are set up in a better spot, so I'd probably pick the grand home over that. But I would say the grand homes are probably just a little bit more. Let's do price, low to high. All right, so these are all within the same square footage. That's up in Gunter. What is this one in? Whoa. Whoa, look at this house. Oh no. Why did you do this? What builder is this? Oh goodness, what builder is this? Wait, what neighborhood is this in? I don't know what neighborhood this is in, it doesn't say. 2-story brand new. Is this in? Oh, this is in Green Meadows. So is this a Brightland home? This might be a Brightland home. I don't know. Check this out, guys. What is going on with the floor in here? Oh no, honey. Oh no, it looks like one big ice skating rink inside the house. Maybe this is a grand home. Oh no, honey. No, this can't be a grand home. This looks like Green Meadows. So this might be a pace setter? I don't know, I'm just oh, they have like, oh, that was another option. That's not the actual house. There's the amenity center. That's kind of cool. But the inside, that just looks like a hockey rink. Oh no. That was not the bestest of choices in there. Hey, but they're receiving multiple offers. Or, oh, sorry. Isn't inquiry spelled with an I? I mean, who am I to judge? I can't pronounce things wrong or spell things right, so I stop you. No, don't. But I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell inquiries. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost pretty sure. If it is, well, that's awkward. Uh-oh, the vacuum's getting closer, guys. It's getting closer. Let's see, what other things did we find? What is this one? Oh, 680. There's a trophy signature at 724. I think I'd take this one. Ooh, American Legend at 728 over in Little Elm. Let's see, this is a... oh, I'd take this. If this is your budget, I would take this Olivia Clark over in Salina Hills, well over Edgewood Creek. Now, it goes to Salina ISD, so that might be the problem there. Yeah, that might be the problem. But I'd take this builder. I don't know, it kind of depends. It's like some people care more about the school district, and then some people care more about the builder, and it's not. So I guess they're not really comparable in that sense, because one goes to Prosper ISD and one goes to Salina ISD. I was trying to get ones that I mean, I think that right now Edgewood Creek is like the cheapest one, unless you wait for the Mosaic to come out. But the problem with the Mosaic is going to have high fees. So if you're trying to keep that monthly payment down, it's going to have that 2.9% tax rate, which is just going to, push families off of it. There's some shattuck homes here at $849 over at Lakewood of Brook Hollow, which I think is good. I actually toured this home. It's at $859. This one's at $865. That might be getting out of the budget compared to. That goes to Prosper ISD. Was there more filters to pick school district? No. Okay. All right. Let's go to Henry's message. Hopefully we didn't lose him. Hopefully he's still here so I can answer that for him. So he wants to review the 3797W. Is this a 40 or a 60 foot lot there? Are they doing? Yeah, they're doing 40s in there. I don't know what it is. Guys, leave a comment. We got 8 people watching right now. Welcome, everyone. Leave a comment over in the chat, over an address, area, builder. I don't know, something you've come across. If you got some questions, I'll try to answer it. All right, let's look this up. Let's look up the 3797W. Okay, so it's a 60-foot lot. Here we go. Let's look at this floor plan. So 3,700 square feet floor plan. All right, what are we feeling about this one? Well, that's an interesting primary bedroom setup. I'll just start with that one. I don't think I'd take that primary bedroom and how it's set up, because you wouldn't be getting a lot of light in that primary bedroom because your covered patio is going to be going halfway into the. Can you guys see that up there? Not a big fan of that. I also not a big fan of the closet space. I like some of those other ones that split the closets. Both sinks are along the exterior wall. Not a big fan of that. Primary bathroom kind of looks a little bit tight, I guess. Oh, they got a closet on the other side. I take that back. They do have the 2 closets. I think that's okay, but I would say probably the sinks along that exterior wall. I'd rather have them on the interior. I do like how this is set up with like the symmetry across from the fireplace, and the kitchen looks fairly decent size. But honestly, this one compared to that 40616 plan, I think I'd rather take that one. But that one might be a different. Well, what was the price of that one? I think the price of that one was a little bit more expensive. Bedroom in the front, I think that's good. Home office instead of like the dining room. It's kind of whatever. There is going to be like a flow. And the thing with this floor plan is it's kind of funky maybe for you. If you might, some families are okay with this, some families don't. Some families like a designated like morning area, breakfast nook in that spot, rather than having like the kitchen flow right into the dining, which flows right into the family room. But I think it looks okay. If it's on like a sized floor, like over 3,500 square feet, I think it's fine. It's the ones that are on like, it's the Perry homes that are on like the 50-foot lots that are, let's see, like 2,000 square feet or 1,800 square feet, where it kind of feels just like an apartment, where it kind of all flows in together as one. It's kind of like how that's set up, but I think it's fine how this one is. Closet space underneath, so you get storage. You get that curved staircase that goes into the hallway. I wish they would have actually just extended this hallway instead of having like more of a covered porch, or bring the covered porch out just a little bit more so you get more of like that hallway feel into things. You get the office space, 3-car garage, mudroom, utility. Okay, second story, open down the family room, that's nice. Bedroom, closet. Bedroom comes with that one comes with its own bathroom, which is good. Does this one down here come with its own bathroom? Yeah, so that one's like a full suite. So I think that's kind of nice. Both of at least they have 2 bedrooms that come with like its own bathroom on the inside. These other bedrooms on this right side are the ones that are going to be shared out, and then that's the one that's shared with the rest of the family room. But I think I like that 4016 plan a little bit better than how this one's laid out when it comes to like the family in the morning area. I'm not a fan of how this primary bedroom is set up, like angled that way. I kind of like it better when it's like more on the back side of I mean, they're both on the back side of the house, but I think I like it better because what do they not even have windows on this back side? Because the windows are going around on this left side of the primary bedroom, but they're not even on that back side. So I mean, you'd have the covered patio there, and you know, half of your light would be eaten up, like the natural light coming in would be eaten up. So someone said, I currently live in a Perry 3798 model. Do you like it, Mr. 619 USC? I love that username. Oh, poor USC. We won't talk about it. We don't need to talk about it. Poor USC. Good to see Notre Dame. This is Notre Dame every year. Watch, Notre Dame's gonna, now that they've blown their season, Notre Dame didn't even need to win that game against USC because it didn't even matter. They've already just messed up their whole season. But watch, now Notre Dame is gonna win out all the rest of their games because they won that one. But yeah, I guess I won't talk about it. That's a sore subject. I'm still Boomer Sooner. We're 6-0. We do play UCF next weekend, and we'll probably end up losing now that we beat UT. Do you like your floor plan, Mr. 619 USC? Do you like that, Perry-On? Check the 360 tour. Okay. Let's check it. Where is it? Alright, here we go. Okay, let's do this. They got a little mount apart. Okay. Windows on this front office, awesome. It's always nice to see double windows, at least on this front office. I see some of these where it's just like one. Perry Hums, Britton Hums, they do it a lot better with these like front office spaces, but I see some of them where it's just like one window, and I kind of wish, you know, it was a little bit bigger, especially being on the front of the house, bringing in some good light. See, if this was the office space, see, I would still want this to be like a double window. I mean, it'd be more expensive for blinds, but I would just want as much light coming in there. I like the window on this side too. It's a little large for me though. I think I'd rather have that just be like a smaller window. I think that window is just a little bit too big for like this hallway space. That's kind of nice. Drop down shower, I think you keep that. Don't change that into a tub. Okay, this is the other thing I have with like secondary primary suites. Okay, the point of a secondary primary suite is that 2 people are living in it, right? But maybe you have your older family member and you just have, you know, your dad or your mom that's still living. And this is just what I see, guys, all right? So I think 1 sink is fine, but like let's say it's a couple, you know, you have 2 older family members, you only have 1 sink in here. So just something to think about. If you really want it to really turn it into a secondary, sorry, I'm getting confused now. If you are trying to turn it into like really a secondary primary suite, then make sure that this is 2 sinks in here. That will, I think that is worth the value. But I do like how that is like a full, like I say almost a full secondary. All right, let's see how this, does this go? See, let's turn around here. Okay. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I for some reason I have my hand on my hip. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing that right now. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing that. This hallway, very narrow. Not a big fan of that. So like when you're moving things in, just be careful, because that is not. See, why not like, did we have to make this curved? Like you made this curve and we can't even put something in this area right here. So why not make it like, you know, more angular, right, and more squared, and get it up against this wall instead of, you know, eating so much room into this. I mean, there's no space in this hallway, so that's like the gripe I have with that. Anyways, all right, we're into the family room now. Uh-oh. Message has been retracted by Harish. I think he left something about Highland Homes. Hopefully I didn't scare him off. But he retracted his message. All right, so the flow of this is going to be wonky to some people. All right, and this was like talking about when I was looking at that floor plan. Good call on looking on the 3D tour. Forgot about those. So some people aren't the biggest fan of like having, you know, you got your island, you go straight into the dining, and then you have your family room. That's all kind of just like one room. There's not really like a section space of it. So some people don't like it, some people do like it and don't care much. I don't know, it's kind of what you prefer. I think with here, I do like the fireplace. I would put the TV I put the TV above the fireplace, honestly, but I guess they have it over to this left side. Windows along there. I was actually expecting these ceilings to be a little bit higher. Those windows look fine. Do I like this? Do I like this? I think that's okay. Alright, let's go check out this bedroom. Yeah, so this was my point. So you got your covered patio, like you don't even really get sun going into here. So you see how dark it is? I mean, even with the light and them adding light to this edit of the photo, I still feel like not a lot of natural light is going into that. Bathroom, there's the shower. Shower looks a little tight. I think you could, maybe it's just the, yeah, that's a small door. That is a small door. Okay. Yeah, this whole thing is tight in here. I feel very claustrophobic. I don't know, I think I like how the other ones are laid out. But Harish said, but I'm still watching though. Okay. Alright, we didn't scare him off. Okay, built-in's good. I would say if this was the only closet, bad. But they got the other closet along here. I don't like how the sinks are on the exterior wall. Okay, let's go. I'm not even gonna go upstairs. That's my thoughts on right now for that. Okay, I do like how the mudroom is like kind of away from the kitchen, even though that's more like a stall. It's not even really a mudroom, it's just like a little nook. But I do like how it's a little bit further from the kitchen, not like right on top of the kitchen. Okay. Alright, let's see. Yes, I like the model, but I think it's too big for a 60 foot. We have it on a 65. Yep, 65s are always the winner. Oh, he retracted his message again. Apparently my YouTube got some update where you can leave like, I guess I unlocked tipping. I mean, don't pay any money, there's no reason to tip me, but I think I have like hearts and like emojis now on like the chat bar. I don't know, something, my email was like, you've unlocked this on YouTube. So I was like, okay, cool. Super chats, I guess. I don't even know what that really does, but I guess I got that. Alright, someone else leave something, a chat. This is the model home for Perry Homes at the parks at Wilson Creek. Okay, so that's what they're doing over there. Cool. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this floor plan. Like, I'd rather have somehow messages are getting deleted. Highland Lakes. Alright, Harish, type it really quick before it gets deleted in the messages. You said Highland Lakes. What do you want me to talk about in Highland Lakes? Taylor Morrison or Pulte? Please don't let me talk about Pulte. Please don't let me talk about Pulte. Please don't let me talk about Pulte. Please choose Taylor Morrison. Please choose Taylor Morrison. No! He wants to talk about Pulte. No! Alright, what do you want to talk about Pulte? I mean, you would think that since the Toll Brothers has a connection with Pulte, you'd imagine Pulte would be higher quality, but it's not. Okay, the Riverdale. Alright. But would I take a Pulte over a DR Horton? Yes, but that's not really saying much. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this. I'm guessing since you're looking at a Pulte at Highland Lakes that goes into Prosper ISD, you probably really care about the school district and you're probably trying to stay within a budget, which I can respect that. Harish, I don't know why your messages keep getting retracted. I'm so sorry, but I'll try to view them as soon as you type them in. Okay, so Pulte, he wants the Riverdale. What is this? Highland Lakes. Okay. There we go. Let's look at this. Do they have a 3D tour? They have a panoramic tour. Ooh, let's see what this looks like. Okay. Yo, shout out to Henry for reminding me about the 3D tours. They don't always have them, but... Okay, here we go. So, actually, let me look at... Can you please answer 1 to 3 quick questions about your home shopping? Sure, let's answer them. What did they want? No, 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 no. Okay. Let me just look at this floor plan real quick. So, front office space, nice. But see, with the front office space, you see how it has this covered patio? Here's my thing with the covered patio. You can do the covered patio, but how I see it is if your front office space, if the covered patio is right outside your front office space, I think that's kind of dumb. I think I'd rather have like no covered porch area. Like, I don't have buyers coming to me going to a house and we're looking at houses that like, wow, this has a covered porch. I really love this. They could care less about a covered porch. So I think if you have that flex space that's an office, don't do the covered porch. That way you have like some light coming into that room. I think it's kind of stupid when they do a covered porch and they have that front office space there. Now, you might have the covered porch on the other side, right? Because you have your garage in the back of your house. Most of these floor plans, though, the garage is going to be on the front. Okay. Powder room, foyer. Staircase over to the side. I like it how it's not in the hallway. Dining space. Who is calling me right now? Spam. Spam is always calling me. They love me. Get away. Get away. Get away. It's attacking me from all angles. Okay, here we go. Dining room. Interesting. Gathering room, dining room, bathroom, walk-in closet, good space. I like that. Patio, good space. I like that. Owner suite, 15 by 13. Little tight, but I mean, these are probably on like 55, 50 lots, so kind of makes sense. Second floor, you got a loft area, bedroom. So you got 4 bedrooms up here, 1 bedroom downstairs. I wonder if there's another floor plan where, because you'd have to have, is it worth buying now? Do you think prices might go down? For new construction, if you're building on a lot from scratch, no, prices are not going to go down. If you're doing a quick move-in, yeah, maybe wait just a little bit. I mean, I put 2 houses under contract this past week. So like when it comes to the new construction, like people are still buying right now. You would think that even with 7.875 interest rates, things would slow down. They have in some other markets, but the one that you're looking in for Prosper ISD, that market is relentless. So I would, if the timing's right and the floor plan's there and you're able to build on that lot, do it, because it's going to go away. Someone else is going to come in there. So I wouldn't bank on waiting. Interest rates did come back down off their high, which is nice to see, but that might mean that more people are going to jump back in. I don't know. We're going into November, so we're going into winter. I mean, we're in fall right now, but we're going into winter, so we technically, like how these cycles work is we should sit on more inventory, but builders are going to slow way down going into winter because they need things off their books, so they're just going to be focusing on the inventory homes. So that's where the deals are going to be. Like right now for inventory homes, down payment, I'd always recommend 20%. That way you don't have PMI. I mean, at the end of the day, that's probably what you want to do. Now, you might be a VA loan where you don't have to put anything down, which is great, but for a down payment, I would recommend at least doing 20% so that you don't have the PMI, which is the extra insurance. But you have to work that out with your lender, because there are some lenders where you could do 10% and they'll take care of the PMI, but that just depends. Like some of these lenders are doing different things right now because they're just trying to keep demand. So they got the dining space across from the kitchen, separate from the gathering room. I think that's okay. Covered patio. Let's look at this 3D tour. Let's check this out. All right, so this is the office space with one window. I would change that to 2 windows structurally. That's the garage. Ceilings. A little bit down. Okay, let's see what the ceilings look like in here. Okay, so kitchen looks like you get a good amount of cabinets. I like that. Okay, so this kind of all, now I've seen some American Legend homes kind of like this. This looks all fine. I do like this because when the ceilings come down, like even though this kind of, like when you look at it here, it kind of all looks like one room, right? But then you have the ceilings. So I do think, you know, them putting the ceilings here and adding like a little bit of like dimension to the room kind of makes it feel like it's sectioned off. So I think that's okay. I would do windows up along this wall here. And maybe even, I don't know what the pitch is or like what the roof looks like here, but maybe doing some type of windows along here. That's what I would do. I'd get that going. Because you got windows here on that side and windows on this back, but I would say more windows up here. So structurally, now that could cost you like $300, $200 a window in that, maybe, if you want to change that structurally. All right, let's go into this bedroom. Bedroom, you got 3 windows along there. Let's see what the bathroom looks like. Tub, sink. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see what this closet looks like. Closet. No built-ins on the closet. So you just get shelves. You just get shelves and rails. Boy, I was talking like a little Australian there. He shelves. Alright, my bad, guys. Okay, we're going up. Let's go up to the 2nd floor. Oh, we're going up. Sometimes these 3D tours are hard. Oh, we're up against the wall. Oh, okay. Oh, no, we're back downstairs. Okay, hold on. Let me get my bearings here. Alright, so that bedroom. Oh, it looks like they actually put this bedroom up and elevated a little bit higher. That's kind of good. What does this look like? So you got this gathering room. Maybe you could turn this into like the office. Maybe not the office space because you have that front office space, but I guess they put some desk there. I do like how you have that ledge that looks over. This is the media room that they have set up in here, but I guess this could be the other bedroom. It's a really tight media room, but I guess that works. And the front of the house has another bedroom, which looks like they angled it up just a little bit. Okay, not bad there. All right, y'all. Okay, yeah, this Pulte home is okay. I don't think it's bad. I didn't have really much things to kind of complain about. I think it's all right. That looks fine. Where's the oven? Double stacked oven there. Mudroom, utility room. Will it be a problem if we borrow a couple thousand money for initial payment and those transactions are in bank statements most recent? Will it be a problem if we borrow a couple of thousand money for initial payment and those transactions are in bank statements most recent? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I don't know why your messages keep getting retracted. Let me see. Yeah, see, when I click on your name, it says there's an option on YouTube that says I can click on one of you guys, and there's an option that says put user in timeout. That's hilarious. You're not in timeout though. I don't know why you keep going. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Harish. Is that more of a lending question? Might be more of a lending question on that one. Anyone else? else want to leave a comment? For loan processing, well, are you talking about what do you mean by borrowing? I'm not quite sure what you mean by borrowing money. Zelle. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I don't know what that question is. I don't know what you mean by if you have transactions. Like, are you borrowing money for something else? Like, are you using your credit card? Like, when you go under contract, you definitely don't want to like buy anything out, but I don't think that's your question. Like, are you asking about getting approved if you have other recent transactions and you're trying to get approved and you've already been borrowing? I don't know. And your messages keep retracting. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the struggle right now. I think they want to use borrowed funds for the down payment. All right, thank you, Gao Tom. That might have helped me out. At the end of the day, it's like it comes down to your DTI. Like, there's so many factors in that. Like, you're gonna have to ask a lender. I got my real estate license. I did not get my lending license, so I am not sure. I'm not sure. I am not your guy. Larry says hi. What's up, Larry? You want to leave a comment over a house, a neighborhood, an address, a builder for me to review? Anyone else? Anyone else? We're guys, this is great. It's always great when people leave comments and I'm able to talk and go back and forth because time flies by. We're already an hour into this. This is great. Just gonna say it again. If you're coming back to this live stream after I've already uploaded it and you've made it all the way to like this point, an hour in, leave a comment down below over like something else you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about it next Sunday if I see it come through my notifications like later on this week. That way I have like something to talk about at the beginning of each one. That makes it way easier on me where I can just like get into it instead of just like sitting here with my, my thumb up my, you know what I'm saying. All right. Anyone else? I'll do like a couple more questions, but I'm already like an hour, guys. I gotta get a haircut again. I got wings coming out. I gotta get this flow going. Actually, maybe I'll keep the long hair because it's starting to get colder. Pullover season. It's what time it is. I had one family that's coming in. I had a family. It's kind of funny. Family from Wisconsin contacted me. They were like, "Hey, we're looking at the houses. We're thinking about coming in October 20th. I want to show my kids. They have kids. They're like, I want to show my kids and get them not acclimated with the weather, but show them kind of what the weather is and the environment of Dallas and like how hot it is." And I'm like, well, you're coming in October 20th, which is like and it's going to be like perfect cool weather. So if you really want to get the full experience, come in like late July and you will get the full heat experience. Anyone else? Come on, guys. We have 6 people watching right now. I know one of y'all have a question. At least one. Give me one more. About a floor plan, a neighborhood, anything. Or else I'm probably going to end the live stream. I feel like we accomplished some things today. Kind of. Hopefully I answered some questions and helped out some people. maybe. Oh, well, I mean, if they're buying at 660, hey Larry, I saw your text come through on my phone, but yeah, I mean, if they're gonna if you're gonna buy at 660 and they're selling at 710, like, yeah, that's a good deal. I mean, you're gonna be sitting on that. I mean, you're instantly gonna be sitting on equity, right? Yeah, that's a good deal. That's yeah, and that's how I feel like with Parks at Wilson Creek. Like all those homes are gonna have like I mean, if you go buy at Parks at Wilson Creek right now, like you're gonna have massive equity on your home within like 2 to 3 years. Same like same with some areas over in Melissa too. I mean, you could say this for like a lot of the areas. It's just because there's so much demand. It's relentless. Some builders just every month keep going up by $10,000 on their new construction lots. That's different from the quick move-ins, right, guys? Quick move-ins right now, you could get the deal. Okay, hold on. I have to find. All right. Anyone else have a question? We're probably gonna end it here today. Yep. I'm calling it. Give a 20-second countdown. Anyone else want to leave a comment? Talk about one last thing. Ten seconds. Nope, that seems to be about it, y'all. Alright, so come back next Sunday, hopefully. Let's look at the calendar. What are we looking like for next Sunday? Are we busy next Sunday? Next Sunday, I might. Is it 22nd? No, looks like I'm gonna be good for like 11 a.m., 12 p.m. live stream. So come back next week. Join again. Maybe you have some other questions that you come across, some other details that you want to know. Just leave them down below if for me to answer at the beginning of next week's live stream. But join me then next Sunday, and then end it here. All right. See you later, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend.